Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli with Little Blue, and check out what he's got on.
Wearing my what I got for Christmas. One of the things I got for Christmas, probably my best Christmas gift, Mandalorian Spirit, Disney Spirit jersey, and I'll even stand up, show you the back of it, so you can see.
Yep. You'll kind of do it like this so they can. You have to.
Yeah, I can't exactly see.
They get the idea.
Okay,
so
they get the idea. Anyway, very cool.
Yep, and of course I got Boba Fett on. So, and as you guys, yes, we are continuing on reviewing Season 2 and the final episode of Season 2, Chapter 16, The Rescue. Oh my gosh, there is just, I don't know, just what do we have to say about this? Because it's the final episode of Season 2, and so much happened in that.
Well, it was the culmination of everything that had happened this season that led up to, this huge finale. And of course, we really, 2 episodes ago, the child is kidnapped by Moff Gideon, rather.
Yeah.
And we know that they're trying to use his blood to create a clone army that's force sensitive, that would be unstoppable.
Right.
Because they're basically training a clone army of Sith Lords.
Correct.
In so many words, to defeat the Republic and to rule the galaxy, which they would easily do. But I think there was so much emotion in this episode, and we'll skip to close to the end when, first of all, Mando he rounds up a gang of people to help him. You've got
Bo-Katan, you got Cara Dune, the other Death Watch, and you got, played by Sasha Banks, you have...
of WWE, right?
Yes, yeah, WWE, yeah. And you also have, of course, Boba Fett.
Yes.
And Fennec Shan, yeah.
Who's an assassin.
Yes.
And they all come together for the sake of the child to rescue the child because they know what's at stake. They know the child is force sensitive. They know that if its blood is replicated and cloned, that they're in big trouble.
Right.
And life as they know it is pretty much over.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that Grief Kargas wasn't in this, and he didn't join alongside them.
I was a little shocked, but it was a good episode nonetheless. It would have been great if he'd been in it because he would have added probably a touch of comic relief because Carl Weathers is good at one-liners. If you recall in Chapter 8 when he's saying baby do the wavy thing and the baby just waves at him when Moff Gideon's strafing him in his TIE fighter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I missed him in this, but it was still a great episode. But
yeah, and even Boba Fett, he kind of left and such, like
exactly.
He dropped them off, etc., and he just left.
He was the bait.
The bait, yeah.
He got him in, and they stole this Imperial shuttle, and they got inside.
And they had the Doctor hostage,
Right. They had Dr. Pershing hostage, and he was very cooperative because he obviously didn't want to lose his life.
Yeah. Not to mention the 2 on the Imperial shuttle, they got killed, including one that was mocking Cara Dune,
I knew he was getting wasted right there.
Oh, yeah.
There was no question. It didn't matter if he was holding a gun to the doctor's head.
She shot him right in the face.
Yep, got what he deserved because he's mocking her, talking about watching Alderaan explode, which was her home world.
Right.
Yeah, you don't, and she's a drop soldier for the Republic, so you don't do that.
And those Imperial droids from Moff Gideon, they had their moments as well.
The Dark Troopers definitely had their moments.
That's what they're called.
Once we get toward the end, and it looks like it's completely lost, and Moff Gideon informs Mando that he is going to have to fight.
Oh yes. The Dark Troopers, I guess.
No. Who's the Mandalorian? Oh my God.
Din Djarin?
No. Who's the one that's going to become the queen?
Bo-Katan?
Bo-Katan. God, what's wrong with me? Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
You might want to edit that.
No, it's gonna be left.
When he gets to when he tells Mando that he is going to have to duel Bo-Katan, she's going to have to defeat him in battle, and he tries to yield. He said it doesn't work that way. Bo-Katan agrees and says, no, it doesn't. So just when you're left with a cliffhanger, wondering what's going to happen with who's going to end up with the Darksaber, they get an alert. There's an incoming ship, and we see it's an X-wing.
Right.
I'm telling you, when I saw the X-wing, I knew then Luke answered the call of the child.
Yes,
and it's Luke
Skywalker himself.
Comes in.
He takes down the Dark Troopers instantly.
Oh, a piece of cake. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, Mando
And it's Luke Skywalker.
Mando struggled with one, and finally got that.
Even trying to
that Beskar steel spear
and
into his neck.
He even activated the emergency airlock.
Yeah, but they still came back.
Yeah, well, and yet they're droids, so
they're droids. They don't breathe air, so
Yeah.
they're not living beings. But Luke took care of them in pretty short order.
Yep.
I loved the Force Crush on the last one. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I loved that. That was so great. He just does
So,
this, and the thing
Luke comes face to face with Din Djarin and the others,
exactly.
and that moment where Grogu sees Din Djarin's face.
Yeah, I was.
That was a heartbreaking moment.
I was sitting next to a guy who is an ex-Marine.
You're going to talk about this.
You really can't call a Marine an ex-Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. But he's in the Army now.
Oh boy.
So he did a stint. He did a tour in the Marines, and now he's doing a tour in the Army.
Right.
And I'm sitting next to him, and I'm thinking, okay, I can't cry. I cannot cry. As much as I want to cry right now and just let the tears flow, I can't cry because I'm sitting next to an Army guy, you know, and a former Marine. So it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right now, that was the hardest thing in the world to do. That was such an emotional strain to sit there. And as soon as that mask came up, and I just thought, oh my God, here I go. And I said, how am I going to stop the tears? I did. Can't believe it. I did. Managed to stop them, but
Right.
man, it was tough. That was a gut wrenching scene.
And not to mention R2 is in this as well.
Yep, that was very cool. But I can tell you that
It wouldn't be Luke without having R2 with him in the X-wing.
there were two others present with me watching this episode rather, and absolute lifelong fans of Luke Skywalker. You think we're fans of Luke Skywalker? They make us look like we're like, I don't know, we're just
Yeah.
but they were in tears, absolutely in tears, cheering, yelling, screaming. You'd have thought we were at a rock concert or something. It was incredible, and it was really emotional. It was all the way around. But you didn't really know for sure. I knew for sure when I saw the X-wing come in, and I saw another review video or a reaction video, and some guy pointed out he saw the droid, he saw the mech droid in the back of the.
I couldn't even see it.
I couldn't either. Good catch too.
I couldn't see R2
in the back of the X-wing. But when I saw the X-wing, I knew it was Luke, and I thought, oh my God, they're bringing Luke into this. They're going to use the motion capture, the facial motion capture, which they did, and they did a good job with it.
Yeah.
It wasn't to me what Grand Moff Tarkin was in Rogue One. That stunned me when I saw that. I thought, okay, they've got somebody that looks totally like Peter Cushing. I thought Peter Cushing's been dead for 40 years, or 30 years at least.
He died in 1994.
Okay, so come on, he died before Episode 1 came out. So
yeah, before the sequel,
they did a
before the
fantastic
sequel
job.
Trilogy, that is.
And they did a great job with Luke. It was amazing.
And with Mark Hamill voicing him, of course.
Of course. And what was very funny was check Twitter right after that episode aired.
Yes.
And Mark Hamill's Twitter was, see anything interesting on TV today? Which I thought was fantastic.
Good old Mark.
So
and
kudos to Mark Hamill for...
and how he does it. So.
He's in Star Wars. He can't escape Star Wars. He is Star Wars. So
and
he might as well just embrace it.
He is Luke Skywalker.
Of course, he might as well embrace it.
And hey, he could work now. He could work alongside with John and Dave.
Absolutely, and he does great voice work too.
Oh yeah,
fantastic voice work.
Joker for one
Joker,
thing.
he did the droid.
And he made a cameo in the first season of Mandalorian as that bartender droid in the cantina in Chapter 6, Gunslinger.
Right, and that was meant to be the original cantina.
Yes, and it is.
Mos Eisley.
It is.
And they recreated it exactly. So
yes,
this was
you're forgetting at the end of Chapter 16.
Yes, if you hopefully you got to the end credit scene.
Oh yes,
the Book of Boba Fett is coming December of next year, December of 2021, and I have read, and I don't know if you've read
that entire scene with Fennec Shane and Boba Fett. They pretty much take out everybody in Jabba's palace, and Bib Fortuna, he was like taking over Jabba's throne, and mentioning to him like, I thought you were dead. Everyone thought you were dead, and he shoots Boba Fett. So
exactly.
Boba Fett shoots Bib. So
the late breaking news I just found out today, and I don't know if you've heard this or not, but apparently Mandalorian season 3 will be pushed back to spring of 2021, or maybe even summer of 2021, because they They are just starting.
Don't you mean 2022?
2021, because 2022. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I was about to say, because
December 2021, supposedly, and Jon Favreau just did an interview with Good Morning America, where he kind of let it slip that it was going to come out. The first episode of the Book of Boba Fett is coming out Christmas Day.
Oh yeah.
And there's no indication that this is a short-lived series like Obi-Wan Kenobi will be. This may be a long-term series.
The Book of Boba Fett?
The Book of Boba Fett. There's no
Nice.
indication that it's going to be a short-term series.
And forget,
as is the case with Ahsoka.
John is involved with that.
Yes, he is. John Favreau and Dave Filoni are both going to work on Rangers of the New Republic. And
of course Ahsoka.
And Dave Filoni is writing Ahsoka, and he's heading that up. Jon Favreau is heading up Book of Boba Fett. So they're kind of stretched right now on writing on writing duties and production. So apparently Mandalorian Season 3 will not go into pre-production until the debut of Book of Boba Fett. So it's been pushed back all the way. The stories I'd heard that it was already in starting production at the beginning of the year is apparently not true. It's apparently going to be toward the end of next year when it starts production. Which means it will probably be out sometime mid to late 2022. Long time to wait, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there. So hard to know where it's going to end up. Where we pick up at Season 3, how far in advance it is, if it's a year or two advanced, or if it's just 6 months, or however long.
Right. But yeah, so Chapter 16, The Rescue, it was great, huh?
Fantastic. 2 thumbs up. Absolutely my favorite episode now of all of them.
And a quick review of Season 2, it was one heck of a season.
It was one heck of a season. It was just unbelievable. It was a roller coaster ride, and they did a fantastic job.
And as one member, somebody at The Mandalorian said that Season 2 was like Star Wars on steroids.
It was.
It clearly shows.
Exactly.
Season 2 was, if not, so far the best season, and can't wait to see what Season 3 has in store next.
Absolutely. So, 2 thumbs up.
10 out of 10. Just, Season 2 was great. Chapter 16, The Rescue was great. Until Season 3, correct? So, and of course with the Book of Boba Fett and all the other Star Wars shows coming. So, with that being said, we hope you enjoyed our review of Chapter 16, The Rescue, and reviewing Season 2. And until Season 3 and such, we have that for. More reviews coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward. Any last words?
This is the way.
Little Blue says this is the way for me. We hope you enjoyed our review, and we'll see you guys in the next video /review. Take care, peace out, and we have spoken.